Well, I think there's like 4 or 5 people in there, my man.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Here we go. What's up? Oh, hold on. We're already getting text. All right, what's up, everybody? Duenkel Productions. We got No Muff Too Tough. We got Cooper Brinkman. Obviously, got Brett Duenkel, myself. I hate being right all the time, I guess. Tom Brady wins number 7. We got what do we got? Kramer already in the chat.
Yep.
He's probably got something to say. Max Paul's in the chat. My initial thoughts. I'm happy they won, but I wanted that game to be something permanent everybody remembered. But shout out to Tom Brady, win number 7. He did say he's coming back for another year. He's got Gronk for sure coming back, and we'll get into it. But Duenkel, let me hear from you. What are your reaction from this game? Just total. What is it?
I think Tom Brady. Max Paul says Brady's coming back. He did announce that.
After winning the Super Bowl MVP.
And also, I want to get to another point at the end of this, but let me start with this. I would like to give credit to Tom Brady. I would like to give credit to Rob Gronkowski. I would like to give credit to Todd Bowles. I would like to give credit to Bruce Arians. I would like to give credit to that entire Buccaneers football team. They played their butts off tonight. A lot of things surprised me. I really do believe. I don't usually look at injuries as a big deal, but I think that Kansas City's offensive linemen, we kind of overlooked that injury. A lot of people did on this show, myself included, and it showed up early in this football game. It really did to me. It was obvious from the opening snap that Patrick Mahomes was going to be under pressure the whole game, running for his life the whole game, and when you score field goals against Tom Brady, that's a recipe for disaster. We got a lot of people in here. Shout out for everyone for coming through, wanting to get our thoughts. But my thought is that Tampa Bay dominated this game from start to finish. And Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy and Steve Spagnuolo got completely outcoached, and Tom Brady at 43 years old completely outplayed Patrick Mahomes, who all of us pretty much probably thought on this show was the best quarterback in the league. And now I'd say there's definitely a question there whether Tom Brady is still the best or even Aaron Rodgers is now in that conversation now. But I think that this game showed that Tom Brady's the GOAT and his legacy cemented forever. Gronkowski really impressed me. That was kind of the X factor player I was looking for in the game. We obviously talked a lot about him on the show. And Gronk stepped up, played well. Leonard Fournette played well. Shout out to Antonio Brown scoring a touchdown. That was a huge moment in the game. But whoever would like to give their thoughts next, go right ahead. I also want to get this comment here, Kramer. It's just going to be us four tonight. I know you saw in the chat. Let me join the live. It'll just be us four. But Jake Mueller, Zach Kramer, Jake, a bet's a bet.
That's damn right, man. Go get that jersey right now.
Kramer, also send us a picture of that for the Instagram so that we can show proof that you paid him for that.
Kramer, looking at
Shut up, Ike! Let's go! Yes.
Oh my God. Let's go. All right, Dunk. I'll go off of what you were talking about. First of all, I totally agree. The injury was so overlooked. I mean, it wasn't talked about enough. But that also isn't the reason why the Buccaneers won. Their front seven is ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. Where's the weakness in the front seven? I mean, can you pick out a player? And there isn't one. I mean, you got Sue, Vita Vea, Devin White, Shaq Barrett, Pierre Paul. It's just ridiculous. They are outstanding.
Don't forget about Levante David as well, who did
Levante David. I mean, he played such good coverage on Kelsey tonight. Such good coverage on Kelsey. Yeah, their front seven is just – they were outstanding. They were so good. I mean, Mahomes is running back 15, 20 yards to just get a pass off. It was just very, very, very impressive by the Bucs defense. And I mean, the offense did their thing too, but that defense was. Whew. Chiefs never had any momentum on offense.
Connor Muff, go ahead.
Guys,
Also, real quick, Connor, I just want to let you know, man. There's a lot of love for you pouring in this
Oh
chat.
yeah, the chat is just getting it is just getting love for Connor Muff right now.
well, I appreciate all the love and support in the chat. Shout out chat. But I just gotta say, tonight I think was such a surprise for so many people watching this game. I genuinely thought this is going to be the most back and forth shootout style game that we've seen for a while. And I think a lot of people did overlook the offensive line frailties that came with Kansas City. Like, that was so huge. And I mean, there were a few plays. Like, what is Patrick Mahomes doing? Just immediately collapsing out of the pocket. Like, I'm talking about, he gets the ball and just starts running towards the sideline. Yeah. And I know he's a mobile quarterback, but he did not give his receivers any time to get open, or, I mean, it just made or put himself in worse positions on the field. For a second, right after halftime, it looked like the Chiefs were starting to slowly get back into the game with a few good passes to Kelsey. But really, that was their only effective receiver tonight. I know Hill had a few catches in garbage time, but I think they showed a stat in the middle of the game where they only had, I think, maybe 12 completions.
Dude, he didn't have over 100 yards till third quarter.
No. Yeah, no. I mean, it was very disappointing from a Chiefs standpoint tonight. But I mean, what else can you say about Tom Brady and that his connection with Robert Gronkowski? I mean, you just saw that in the first two touchdowns of the game. I mean, it was cool to watch because, I mean, I know the Chiefs kind of hurt themselves with penalties, which, I mean, I don't think that one on the field goal was actually offside. I was just about to say that was not.
What is on your head, Duenkel? Don't mind me, but what is on your head?
Is that a Phillies hat?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I went.
That's disgusting. Connor, go ahead. I just had to point out how disgusting that is.
Hey! I got it 2 years ago when I was in Philly.
Back when he was a Phillies fan.
No,
back when they won the World Series in 2009.
No. Anyway.
I thought it was a Cubs hat. I'm sorry. I thought it was a Cubs hat. It's a blue.
Dunk, you're good. Anyway.
I have a hat collection, boys. I just want to let you
know. I'm just pulling your tail.
Anyway, the penalties ended up costing the Chiefs tonight a lot. And that was the personal foul, and then the holding on the punt, and then the offsides on the field goal. That just completely dismantled their hopes of getting anything out of the game, especially in the first half. But yeah, just a big surprise. And yeah, I mean, congratulations, all the credit in the world. I'm really happy for Bruce Arians. I think he definitely deserved it. And yeah, just a good performance by the Buccaneers tonight.
Jake Mueller.
Hey, Tom Brady took his son to work today. All right, Mahomes got his ass beat. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But Jake, before you give your thoughts on the game, man, just want to say congratulations. I know how big of a Tom Brady fan you are. It's like me with LeBron. But Jake, let's hear your thoughts.
No, I think Cooper and Connor and yourself did a really good job of recapping it. The whole thing was from the defense. They set the tone pretty early that they were going to go after him. And that was the big deal because his toe obviously is still banged up and he's having surgery. They reported that he's got to have surgery on it. So, him running around outside the pocket, already banged up, wasn't going to do good. I'm looking at all the stats right now, and, they're inflated and stuff because of garbage time. But no, it was a terrible game. Am I happy he won? Of course, because it's Tom Brady, but I wish it was a little bit closer.
Yeah, the game was not fun to watch.
It was a boring game. Honestly, I was prepared for the Chiefs to come back at halftime. Something like a Chiefs comeback. They usually pull one out, but other than that, Tom Brady looked pretty good. The running game was outstanding. But But I think the Chiefs. It's just one of those games where it's just like a fluke game. You know, if you play this game 10 times, it's probably 5-5 every time. But they just didn't have the it factor tonight, and that played a big role. I think they got probably a little outcoached on some things. You know, calls went both ways. I mean, it was a pretty chippy game the whole time. I mean, there's little fights going here and there, but overall, you know, I'm excited for Tom Brady. He is coming back, so like he always says, his favorite Super Bowl is the next one. So I'm ready for number 8, which will happen next year, by the way. And the Chiefs are already favored for next year's Super Bowl.
I will say, I'll go out and say this. This may be a little bit of a hot take. I don't think the Chiefs make the Super Bowl for the next 2-3 years.
I fully agree with that.
Like, that's not even me talking down on their coaching, players, anything. It's just like in football, your window's so small to like have success, and I just don't see them getting to the Super Bowl for a couple more years.
And the up and coming Bills, the Bills are starting to get pretty hot.
Exactly. The Browns too. Browns.
The Titans in that division
Titans
too.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of teams coming out of the AFC that are pretty hot. With Jake Wright
If the Colts can get a quarterback, I just don't see why the Colts can't be the second best team behind the Chiefs. The Colts have a great defense and they have a good offense. They just need a quarterback.
It sounds like they're getting Carson Wentz. It's either
I mean, if I was the Colts, I would go for it. Why not? Just go for it.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing, but just go for it. Because you can't go into the season with Jacoby Brissett.
No.
Can't do that.
Yeah, no. But yeah,
I also want to point out one more thing. As far
Dunk, I think you're on mute because I didn't hear anything you just.
Yeah, Dunk's on mute. But meanwhile, I want to point out one thing. The punt that Kansas City had from their own
that was game changing. That was game changing.
That was one of the worst punts I have ever seen at any level.
Dude really sent the punt before like 50 yards and he dropped it. Then he catches it clean, punts it 30 yards or whatever.
28-yard punt. We could all punt it like Cooper texted me during the game. He said we could all punt it left-footed. 28 yards.
I don't know if Dunk could, but yes, Jake, you and I.
Dude, Cooper, really, man? Really?
No, Dunk,
you could punt it 60 yards.
Now we're talking.
With some wind.
I just want to like go back to the chat for a sec. Ike in the chat said Bears once they get rid of Trubisky.
Man, shut up, Ike. For real, man. Shut up, Ike.
They need an offensive line, defensive line, new coaching. They need
the Bears need a little bit more.
Bears need a new organization. Yeah.
And the Bears won't have a Buccaneers turnaround because once the Bucs got Tom Brady, then you had Gronk, then you had Brown, then you had
all
Fournette.
The free agents.
Everyone likes to come.
I bet there's going to be next year people are going to be coming.
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
I was gonna ask, this offseason, do you think – I was going to say, I know Tampa Bay has more cap space to work with in this offseason. Do you think, like, another huge free agent signing comes in Tampa Bay this summer?
100%.
I don't know about maybe not huge, but they'll get players. I mean, they'll have so much interest from guys who are winding down in their career.
Right.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to go? You're going to go to the Chiefs. You're going to go to the Buccaneers, Packers, Bills. I mean, there's only a handful of teams. Seahawks. Yep. We all know what happens when Dunk gets an Oreo, man.
Oh, no. Shout out, chat. Yeah.
One thing I got to bring up here, I think that everyone has been overlooking. I know the game just ended. The Chiefs didn't score a touchdown, guys.
Yeah.
The Chiefs score touchdowns like it's nothing. And they didn't score a touchdown. Like, that is insane.
That's good for the Tampa Bay defense, so that shows a lot about them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think it also shows a lack of creative play calling. I felt like they didn't adjust at all.
It felt like it was like a wash, rinse, repeat offense all night. Like they didn't do anything.
They went first down, second down. They did screen plays, and then if that didn't work, they tried a fucking 4 verticals type play. And I mean, you have there were parts of their offense that were looked really threatening tonight, but they just didn't. They weren't consistent with it at all.
It was
So,
literally the only drive where I was like, okay, here's something going. Is when they were like 4 for 4, 55 yards, and they were all to Kelsey. It was like Kelsey, Kelsey, like bang,
well,
bang,
and
bang.
I think they only converted on 2 third downs all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 for 13. 2 for 13 on third downs. So
Well,
I don't know.
Well, and boys, I think it says something. I think there's a blueprint now to stop Patrick Mahomes. As crazy as that sounds, Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots have done that a couple times. They've played really well against Mahomes, have had great success, and I feel like Tampa Bay copied pretty much that exact game plan tonight. I really do. They doubled Hill, they doubled Kelsey, they made other people beat them, and their front four got to Mahomes, and no one else beat them. And
They didn't even double Kelsey. They just had to spy on him the whole time. They doubled Hill going long because you just have to worry about that. And then they just kept to spy on Kelsey in the middle, and then you just have to have 2 edge rushers. And then it's pretty much, can Mahomes make a miraculous play just running around while someone gets open? So, it was good. It was good play calling, 100%. Like, I'm shocked that it was a big blow like that. But yeah, so
they took the Belichick blueprint and then had more talented players.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's why it worked so well. I mean, like I said, that front seven is you have Hall of Famers up there.
Yes.
I mean, it's insane. Jason Pierre-Paul hasn't lost a playoff game.
Really?
He's never lost a playoff game.
That's insane.
2 Super Bowls with the Giants.
No.
And then with the Buccaneers. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude really blew off his fingers with fireworks.
Shooting
and he's
fireworks.
Still winning Super Bowl. He's still a dominant end in the NFL. It's crazy. It feels like he's been in the league for
a while.
Years.
Yeah. I also want to say just a little stat here. Kansas City had 11 penalties tonight for 120 yards. Like that in a Super Bowl is absolutely inexcusable.
I mean, I never blame the refs, but there's the one pass interference in the end zone on Mike Evans was a little.
It looked uncatchable, to be honest.
That's the thing. It looked uncatchable, and the one where they kind of got tripped up, their feet got tripped up.
Yeah, the Evans one.
Was also a little.
It was
But I know it doesn't matter. The Buccaneers defense is too good, but those two were a little questionable.
So now I might ask you guys. I'm going to ask you guys this one question, and Jake, I'm going to start with you. I think that Tom Brady is now the undisputed GOAT of football, and I don't think he will ever be catched without question at this point.
No, I don't think Brady will ever be caught. I already thought he was the GOAT going into the game. But like Romo said, this pretty much just cemented it. Like Mahomes can't catch him just because he's got the one up on him. Maybe next year, you never know if these two meet up again and say Mahomes wins it, then that opens the debate. But I think statistically and just like leadership wise, and I think just overall what Brady has done in his career, I think he's cemented himself as one of the greatest players to ever play sports. So I think he's in category of like Michael Jordan. I think Cristiano Ronaldo is the best. My fault if you two on the bottom don't like that, but that's the best.
I couldn't agree more. Not agree more.
I think Wayne Gretzky. I think you can't touch those players. So I'd put him on the Rushmore of that.
I think there's one guy that can touch a specific name that you named in there, but we're not going to get to that. We're talking football tonight. I can.
That is football.
It is the OG. It's football. Yeah. No, but I think I gotta say though, I think if he does continue to play at this, so let's say he works out these last 2 years, and let's just say he wins one more, then I genuinely think it's like not a generational player, like once in a lifetime, like player of the century type of contender right there. Like there's no other name would be synonymous to football as Tom Brady. I think there's,
I think
Just on
we're already there though, Muff. Like, I mean, he has 7, and when Romo brought up an interesting point that he won the 2 early on, and then he's won 4 from like 37 to 43, which is insane. He won the first 3 earlier in his career, and the last 4 is won from 37 to 43, which is unheard of. I mean, we haven't seen a player that does that at this age in really sports history. I mean, we haven't seen a guy at 43 be the best player in the sport and still be competing at a high level.
Yeah.
I'd say Tom's been the GOAT since probably his 4th. I mean,
when he beat the Giants,
you can't really argue with him being the GOAT. I don't think you can. I mean, you definitely can't now. But yeah, I mean, there really isn't much to it. What argument could someone have that he isn't the greatest football player to ever play? He's the like Jake said, he's the Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tiger Woods, Ronaldo, Messi. Like, he's that guy for the sport. And I mean, there may have been people who are more talented than him, but I mean, that doesn't mean much. Like, I would say personally, and this is, you could say it's biased, I would say Aaron Rodgers is more talented, but that doesn't mean much. It's Tom Brady. He has 7 Super Bowls. He's won with 2 different teams. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, well, Rodgers is more talented, like, blah, 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 blah. And, I mean, Rodgers, in my opinion, is a top 3 quarterback of all time. He's outstanding. But Tom Brady's the GOAT. There's no arguing that.
No, I totally agree with that. Yeah, 100%. Like, people always try to say, like, the argument for Aaron Rodgers is because he's able to move around and just the things he does. Like, I respect him. Like, do I hate his guts? 100%. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I'm able to respect him. Like, he is a very good quarterback. But it's different. Brady's on tier 1 where everyone else is tier 2 and down. If I start a franchise, even right now, maybe it's biased like Cooper was saying, but I would take Tom Brady just because I know what's going to come with it. It's not just the player. It's the culture he brings. It's the attitude he brings. So, like they said, it took one guy to change a whole organization that's literally the worst in the top 4 sports in the world. So, if it takes one guy, like, I would for sure want him on my team.
I mean, we were legit talking about a team that was 5-11 just 2 seasons ago,
Right?
And now they've in 2 seasons won the Super Bowl. Like, I don't think you've had, especially just with not a ton, but with a few free agent signings in the right places, have absolutely changed the culture and just like performance of a team. And obviously, a quarterback has so much more influence than like maybe a defensive lineman or something else like that. But like his stature now in the game, and like you said, he's like Jake said, he's a tier 1, football player. There's no one that comes close to him as far as success in football and in a lot of other sports. So yeah, maybe other teams will learn from this. Maybe you build up that defense first. Yeah, that's what they've been doing the past 4 years. They built up the defense. I mean, their defense is outstanding. Their defense was good last year, but when you have a guy throwing 30 interceptions, you're not going to be good. They had Jameis Winston throw 30 picks last year, so that's why they weren't good. And for Dunk, because I know he'll understand this one, LeBron James going to the Lakers is Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers. It is.
That's what that is. I mean, LeBron goes to the Lakers. They weren't a playoff team for 6 years. They get a ring. I know it wasn't the first year, but, I mean, he took a team who didn't make playoffs for 6 years, and they won a championship.
Cooper, completely agree, man. Shout out to T-Sibs for all the love, for all the boys in the chat.
Dunk loves the love, man. Dunk is eating up the love. He loves
dude, I will say, I love that, we've had so many people in here today. It's been a lot of fun with you guys. I mean, we're just getting started, obviously, post-game show, all that good stuff. Mr. Mangle told me to tell you guys, Cooper and Muff are looking good. So shout out to him for that.
Go blue,
comment, boys.
man. Go blue. Shout out Mangle. Go blue.
Shout
Hold
out
it
Tyson
down.
Mangle, civics class, freshman year, man. Loved it.
And then he said, "Let Jake know he always looks good."
Wow.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
he's not wrong.
I mean, Jake, I think it has something to do with that Tom Brady jersey on.
Yeah.
You know, I think it. I think
Hey,
it really
I'm
just.
always going to have love for Tom Brady. We all know where he went to school. You think I'm going to talk trash about Tom Brady? He went to Michigan. Come on, man.
I mean, man, I'll tell you this, boys. Coop, you know this. I'm a big Ohio State guy. Jake, obviously, Muff
I
too.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought you liked Kentucky. Wait, Alabama, Kentucky, Clemson, maybe.
Cooper. Come on, man. But boys, Mangle says go blue, Coop. So
Yeah, baby.
Hey, I got you a Buckeye right here, bro. I got you a Buckeye.
Oh, he pulled up a jersey.
Next
Man,
year.
he pulled out a top maybe 16 running back in the NFL. Awesome.
hey, but hey, going back to my point, I've always had huge respect for Tom Brady. Throughout his career, I mean, what he's done is unprecedented, and I mean, you know, so what he went to, you know, that team up north. You got to respect a guy that's great, and Tom Brady defies greatness, and you know, he reminds me a lot of a guy that just goes to work every day, is a great leader. And I think it speaks to the fact that Tampa won the Super Bowl because you put Tom in there and he turned around a completely bad organization and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. Got to give him credit.
Hey, let's talk about
Another.
the halftime show, though. That was some garbage.
Yeah, no, that just,
halftime show.
I
wasn't interested at all.
made a
Wait.
comment that
I
last
made some
year's
food
halftime
during
show-
halftime, man. I made some food. I wasn't interested at all. I was actually mad. It takes too long. I'm like, okay, can we get the game back on?
No,
I'm not interested in
they-
halftime forever.
last year's halftime show with J-Lo and Shakira, like that was awesome. And then
Hey, I know this is after hours, man, but come on, settle down.
Hey, chill out. No, I'm just comparing the two. Last year's absolutely blew this one out of the water.
I don't know if you saw Giannis's tweet, but I think Giannis agreed. Giannis put out there that he was missing the two from last year.
I mean, but boys, how about Eric Church to open it up, man? How about it?
He sucks.
Hey, the national anthem hit the over. It was over 2 minutes, fellas.
over
So everyone who bet over 2 minutes for the national anthem hit that one.
Yeah, shout out to Cooper for actually predicting all three. The way the coin toss went.
Yeah, that was the only good thing that happened for me tonight. So everything good happened for me tonight was before the actual game.
Before the game kicked off.
I had the Chiefs leading after the first quarter. Gronk decides to score with 45 seconds left. And then after that, it just keeps going downhill.
Yeah.
The best halftime show was with Adam Levine because Adam Levine had Travis Scott out there. That's why. That's why.
I mean, Katy Perry wasn't bad though either.
Doug, I know you got a thing for Katie.
Rachel Nichols actually wasn't bad. Rachel Nichols. I don't know if Jake knows about the Rachel Nichols thing, but Dunk's love for Rachel Nichols is it's something that
is it concerning?
It's a little concerning. He has definitely let us know multiple times that Rachel Nichols is his celebrity crush.
Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this. Rachel.
I think you might be off the show if you don't know what the jump is, Jake.
No, you'll know once you see her.
Once you see her,
you'll know who she is.
Max Paul with the super chat. That's not
the right Rachel Nichols. Look up ESPN.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw. I got to say this. Rest in peace to Pedro Gomez, an outstanding reporter for ESPN. I saw that he passed away during the game. Yep. Outstanding reporter. He was outstanding. There you go, Jake. That's her. It. But rest in peace to Pedro Gomez. He was one of my favorite reporters. He was so passionate about baseball. I loved it. But man, It's crazy. And shout out to Charles Woodson, another Michigan football player inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Cooper, you might as well go put on some Michigan gear with how much you're talking about him tonight. I'm telling you. But Jake, what do you think? I mean, you looked it up, bro. What are your thoughts?
On who? Your girlfriend? I mean, she's a good looking. Like, what do you want me to say? She's a good looking girl for you, Duenkel. I hope the best for you. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna,
I guess he's just looking. He's trying to bait you.
He's trying to
fight
say
you or
something.
something.
Yeah, come on, man. Nah.
Wait, does Jake know the Perkins story? Does Jake know about Perk?
We gotta hook Brett up with her. Hey, man, Brett, shoot your shot on Twitter. Maybe she'll DM. I don't know.
Jake, have you heard the Kendrick Perkins story with Dunk or no?
From Duenkel?
Yeah.
I'm not tight. I'm not tight with Duenkel. Him and
So
his.
you Dunk on Twitter. Dunk, he likes to spew all his BS on Twitter. He's putting everything out there. So this is during the 2019 NBA Finals.
Yes.
Dunk put out some BS, and the man, Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins. What 2000? What was it? 2009, 2010 NBA champion.
Yeah.
Kendrick Perkins, starter for the Boston Celtics, decides to come at Dunk's life. I don't remember it word for word, but he came at
I think he was like, "Shut up, bro," or something.
Wait, no,
crazy.
I will find it. Dunk, bring up the next topic, and I will find this tweet.
I don't know what you would say to get into Kendrick.
I think he was like talking about the best celebrities in the building or whatever, and I put him at like 5, and he had himself at 1. So he was like, "Shut up."
Well, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this.
Coop, I honestly think he said, "Shut up, no one cares," or "Shut up, no one knows you," something like that.
Bro, it'd be easier to find it if Dunk didn't have 8,487 tweets.
Oh my God!
This man is on Twitter. He's active. I respect the grind.
Well, dude, here's the thing: is I literally post about YouTube videos, articles I write for different companies, Packers, Ohio State stuff. I mean, everything. It's so crazy. It's all
part of the grind.
It's all part of the grind.
All right, Dunk. Let me ask you a question. Well, this question's for everyone, I should say.
Oh, geez. What's up?
Next year?
Yeah.
Let's look ahead. Way too early next year.
Okay.
What's it looking like for the NFL? Who are the teams? Is there going to be a new Bills team next year, like a team that surprises everyone and is outstanding? Or are we going to be looking at the Packers, the Buccaneers, the Chiefs, and the Bills again?
I think a team to keep your eye on is Tennessee. I think they have a really good team. I think AJ Brown is only going to continue to get better. Obviously, they have Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill has been a serviceable starter for them. That's a team to look out for. Baltimore team to look out for. Honestly, though, I think next year, the new Bills, I think is either going to be the Indianapolis Colts or it's going to be. I'm going to actually give this one up to Muff. I think it could be the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys can make some noise next year. You guys, we obviously talked about this earlier when Muff was on with us, but they have a really good offense. I mean, Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup. I think the big key for them is to get Dak back and add some pieces on defense. But I really think that those are kind of the 3 teams I'd keep my eye on. Cooper, I think that next year in the NFC it'll be Tampa Bay and Green Bay in the NFC. Yeah.
I gotta say, Dunk, here's my thing with the Cowboys is improvement for the Cowboys would to be having a positive record in the NFC East. That would be improved. Our standards have dropped so low over the past 2.5, 3 seasons. Like when we went 13-3, everyone was so stunned because it was like, oh my gosh, we might actually do something.
And then you ran into that bad.
I know who we ran into.
Hey, Dan, do you have this link posted anywhere? I got someone asking that want to join. You're on mute. You're on mute, brother.
Cooper, text me who it is. I want to know who it is before I send out the link.
Good man, Dunk.
No, you know who it is, Dunk. You know who it is. I need the link. Why does he keep going on mute? What is wrong with this guy?
I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. Who is it? I just shoot me a text with the name.
His name starts with an O. I'll put it that way.
Owen? All right.
No, but I think Doug was right. You got Green Bay. I think this might be the year they go all in for the first time in a really long time.
I
So
100% agree.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more.
I personally think Allen Robinson from the Bears is going to go to the Packers.
That'd be a great signing for the Packers.
Yeah.
On your text message, the StreamYard link, you just tap on it or you hold it down, and then you can copy the link and send it to Owen.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if that would work or not. Gotcha. But yeah, Jake, I agree. I think the Packers are finally gonna
go all in.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Allen Robinson is the guy that comes up. It's going to be interesting what they do with Aaron Jones. That'll be interesting.
I think they'll keep him, to be honest.
I do too, because he's done so much for him. He's done so well. But it's like a lot of people have that recency bias, and you think his last game, he did not play well. He fumbled twice. He didn't play well at all. And A.J. Dillon kind of had flashes at the end, but Aaron Jones is too versatile. They got to bring him back. He's earned it. But yeah, we need another receiver. Then Allen Robinson would be huge.
You guys see, I know obviously Matt Stafford is now not in Detroit anymore, and they got Jared Goff and actually a lot of picks. Do you guys see them as a threat moving forward in the division anytime soon, or are they still 4 or 5 seasons away from building like a?
They're far away, in my opinion.
Are you talking about Motor City Dan Campbell, MCDC? The dude that is going to fall to the ground, get back up and bite off some kneecaps?
Yes, I am.
They're years away, in my opinion.
I think they're a few years away. Now, I'll tell you this. I definitely think they have a brighter future right now than the Bears or the Vikings, to tell you the truth. Think they definitely have more to offer than both of those teams, especially with them draft picks. Jared Goff, I think, is a serviceable quarterback for the next few years if you decide to go that route, or you decide to take Justin Fields at 7, who I have pretty high on my draft board, maybe Zach Wilson as well out of BYU. Jake, what are you saying?
Why would you have Justin Fields high?
Yeah,
neither. I wouldn't take either. I'm not high in any quarterback but Trevor Lawrence.
Exactly. Cooper's right. I do not think Justin Fields – I think it's going to be like an RG3 situation. I think he's going to just try to run around, and I think he probably will get hurt, and then you won't see him for a couple of years after that.
I don't know. I don't think he's – I don't see it. I don't see it in Justin Fields personally. And you could also say, oh, I'm a Michigan fan. Maybe that's why. But no, I don't know. I don't see it personally. I don't see it. But to be fair, I don't see it in Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. I don't see it in any of them. I see it in Trevor Lawrence, and that's about it. If I'm the Lions, I would definitely not take a quarterback. No shot. I'm not taking a quarterback.
To be honest with you,
you're not going to be that good. Just stick it out with Goff. You got Goff. Stick it out with him. He's not going to win you anything. You're probably not going to make the playoffs. But whatever. Just get your young guys better.
I know NFL draft is a couple months away now, but I genuinely don't see Fields going in the top 20. I think
that is the hottest take of the year.
Okay, maybe that's a little bit too far. Maybe I think he goes right around 50.
He'll probably go in the top 4. He'll He'll probably be like the 4th pick.
They're probably going to
I
Falcons.
just don't see that value. I don't see it in him though. I don't know.
Connor Muff.
Dunk, go ahead. Go at him. Dunk,
Go at me.
Go at him, Dunk. He
Connor
deserves
Muff,
it.
I respect your opinion, but Justin Fields is an athlete. I think he shows that he's a very good leader as well. That's why I think he's going to definitely be picked higher. He has a very unique skill set. I think Fields has shown too that in the last 2 years at The Ohio State University, he has improved his game, both running and passing the football. And I think he's a guy that shows that he can develop. Now, I'm not saying Fields is going to be your guy year 1, year 2. Maybe he's a guy where you draft, like I would the Atlanta Falcons. I would take Justin Fields. I would sit him behind Matt Ryan for a year or 2, and then I would start him. That's what I would do personally, because Atlanta's got a lot of weapons, a lot of guys that can be successful. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley,
But the Falcons are going to go defense, Dunk. They're going to go cornerback or safety.
Why? I have a
Not
question.
what
Why
I-
are
not
the
what I'm
Chicago
hearing.
Bears not calling on Matt Ryan?
That's a great question.
because they're
That's what
not because the Falcons have said they're not going to train him. But Jake, joining us now is a man that goes to UW Wisconsin, a man named Owen.
Give me a second.
This guy.
Owen,
This guy probably,
I gotta
he probably
go
didn't
do
even
something.
watch the game tonight. He doesn't
No.
know what we're talking about.
dude, he probably gonna come in here talking about
Dunk,
something.
I just meant the link for him to watch. I didn't mean for him to hop in here.
fellas. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, make sure you say everything carefully, man. You're live right now, all right?
No, I know. I'm only in here. I'm coming in for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Owen, I asked Dunk for the link so you could hop in and hop in the chat and say something. I didn't know Dunk was gonna have you on the actual live.
Dunk, what are we talking about right now, fellas?
Why is that?
Talking about the NFL draft.
NFL draft?
Bro's about to do the silhouette challenge.
Silhouette challenge. No, fellas. I thought this was the link. I thought this was the link for me to come see the chat.
That's what I thought. Dunk said, just copy the one I sent you. I was like, oh, all right, man. Go ahead. Then I will. Next
Dunk,
thing I know,
Dunk.
you're in here.
What's your opinion on the game? What's your opinion on the game, Owen?
Yeah, talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, just to put it shortly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the best roster in the NFL from top to bottom. The Chiefs' offensive line was god awful tonight. Obviously the
true.
injuries. And
Garbo.
Tom Brady still got it, but Aaron Rodgers is still the most talented.
Got
How
Tyler
many years till
Boyd,
Brady and Rodgers retire? Brady's got 1 more year left. Rodgers has got 5, probably.
I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. Bruce Arians retires this year. He's done. Watch. not
He'll be
coming
back.
Nah,
Him
he'll
and
be
Brady
back.
will go out together next year.
I
Him
feel
and
like
Brady will go out next year.
That's a duo, yeah.
Owen, they gotta run it back, brother. They gotta run it back.
You're right, but why not go out a winner? Why not go out a winner, Doc?
See, now, if I was Arians, personally, I would. I'd be like, I'm done.
What, 60? He's the oldest coach to win a Super Bowl,
Yeah,
right?
he's almost
68.
He's almost 69. Yeah, he's almost 69.
Oh, I can't wait till he turns that.
Can we all?
All right, so we talk. Y'all was chopping it up about the NFL draft.
Yeah. Well, ready for this? Connor hit us with Justin Fields won't be a top 20 pick.
Who hit you with
I
that?
think.
Connor Muff
No,
said
too
that.
tough.
I bet you. I don't know. It's gonna be between him or Wilson for the second quarterback taken, but I would take Fields.
Oh, easily, and it'll be in the top.
Why would you take Fields? Why would you take Fields on?
Just because I don't know, man. I just think that the people think he can't throw, which obviously he can, but there's that stigma against Ohio State quarterbacks now. I think he's going to be a lot. This is just my opinion. I think he's going to be a lot like Deshaun Watson, with a little less running. All right, stop that before I get out of here. Hey, Last thing I gotta say before I head out, because you fellas look nice and warm right now. Last thing I gotta say is Milwaukee Bucks are winning the shit this year. Mike Budenholzer, he's getting us right. We're doing it. Jake, I don't want
They've looked
Owen,
outstanding. They've looked
Owen,
outstanding the
Owen.
last week.
Owen,
You got
What's up?
Brooklyn.
all I gotta say is hell nah.
Oh,
It's
get
gonna be-
Joe Stephen A. looking ass out of here.
It's gonna be the leg show.
I mean, hey, the
gonna be
Lakers
the late
should,
show.
they should be the favorites, though. They deserve it. But I'm telling you.
LeBron's the GOAT.
Stop talking right now. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. We're not getting into that, Dunk. You think he is. I don't think he is. So we're done with that.
I mean, personally, I think he is too, but I can't talk LeBron with Dunk because Dunk thought LeBron was the MVP last year.
That's true. Dunk probably still thinks he's the MVP.
Oh, he is. He's number one on my leaderboard.
Yeah,
what,
your
this year?
leaderboard's Jack. That's what it is.
Are you talking about for this year, Dunk?
Come on, dude.
No.
Put the bias aside.
I love LeBron. He's my favorite player of all time. But, dude, Jokic just went another ridiculous game last night.
He's
Or
4.
2 nights ago.
He's 4 or 5 right now. And that's not.
Well, I don't know about all that. I don't know if he's 4 or 5.
Hey, are we sponsored by Ice Mountain Dunk or
Hey.
what?
Yeah, well,
Season ends
We're just
today.
brought to you by Ice Mountain. Get refreshed. Thank you.
Get refreshed.
If season
ads,
ends today,
baby.
Embiid wins it.
Monday.
If season ends today, Embiid would win it. Jokic
I'll
would be
take
second.
Jokic over Embiid.
KD
Jokic
would
has
be
been
third,
insane.
and then you can flip-flop Steph and LeBron.
What about Kevin Durant?
KD 3.
KD3?
I got
What about
Embiid.
Giannis?
Giannis is right there in 5th.
Giannis has started to play well. The past week and a half, he's played
Giannis has
really
been
well.
awesome.
Just the Bucks as a whole.
Really,
Out of
the Bucks have played outstanding.
Yeah.
Owen,
What's up?
appreciate you for hopping on the show, man. I didn't realize what league.
Hey, my phone's about to run out of battery. I'm at 1%, so you fellas have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for hopping in.
Oh, thanks for hopping in, man.
I said Coop the right link.
Yeah, I sent
boys.
him in. I sent the other link. I literally was just asking so he could hop in the chat. And bro, when Dunk was like, "Now we got a man from UW Mets," I'm like, "Who's hopping in here now?" I was like, "What? Who's going on?" Sorry, Dunk. We went a little off track. We went NBA on you.
Yeah.
Hey, you know I love talking NBA. And here's the thing. I would just like to say real quick before we move on to whatever you guys want to talk about next. It's been awesome to see so many people in here. Tyler Silver, Max, Paw, Ken Muff. I mean, there's
Ike,
a lot of
shout
people.
out Ike. You got to shout out Ike. Man.
Ike.
Shout out Ike. There's a problem.
Ike's the GOAT. Muff, you've been getting a lot of love in this chat. Jake Mueller, you as well, from Tyler Silver. I've been
Kramer.
getting
Shout out Kramer as well.
Shout out
Kramer's
Kramer.
showing love.
Yeah.
And Coop, man, Manuel's showing you love with the Michigan. You guys are big time Michigan guys. All that good stuff.
Dunk, you're just getting started, man. You too,
Hey.
Jay. It's just getting started. This is early.
Dude, Jake, shout out to Jake, man.
Shout out Jake Mueller.
Shout out
I love
Jake.
what you guys are doing.
Dude.
I love what you know. I always hop in whenever I get the notification that when I'm on Instagram, I see you live. I see you live on YouTube. I'm in there. I'm always in there. You know, I can't hold back. I love putting in my 2 cents.
Dude, Jake is the best. Mueller Monday, Sunday show co-host, manager, social media director. I mean, I could keep going.
Damn, Dunkel.
It's gonna make you tear up.
I was a big fan of the Sunday shows. I like the Sunday shows
Sunday
before
shows
the
are
NFL games. Those were good. That was good stuff.
Hey, I appreciate it, Coop. And you know what? In 2021 in September, we are bringing them back. The plan is right now, if COVID is over, which I hope to God it is by September.
Are we getting live in the studio?
Me and Jake Mueller are probably going to try and do the first week 1 live together. That's probably what we're thinking. I don't know, Jake. I mean, we got to do a Thursday special. Tampa Bay is going to be playing Thursday night, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see the contract though that you're gonna give me.
He's looking for that Brady contract. No trade clause.
Trade
Guaranteed money. He needs his own jet. Everything, Dunk. You better get him right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What Jake did for Duenkel Productions is what Brady did for the Buccaneers. He got the ring, and now he needs the extension, Dunk. It's not going to be cheap anymore.
Talking like $50 an hour, man.
Hey, can we just another shout out for Kramer in the chat? Just giving a lot of love. Like,
yes, I didn't even see Kramer. What up, Kramer, bro?
Yeah.
Hopefully all this is over. I'm trying to hoop soon. I'm trying to hoop this summer. I hope by this summer we can play some basketball.
Yeah,
Kramer, I love the content on your channel too, man. Just keep it up. I know you're working hard.
I need you putting out more content. I'm always on Kramer's videos.
Dude, he's dropping it pretty big when he told Brett and
bro,
he's exposing
that, bro.
Delaney Brown,
dude, Kramer literally freaking came on the Sunday show this morning and just hit us with a mic drop for the boys. It was insane.
I thought we were gonna talk about golf, bro. He freaking said no, screw her. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, chill, all right. Hey, it's Kramer free, man. Shout out to Kramer.
But boys, I will say I thought it was super cool that you guys straight up like, yo, Dunk, we want to come on for the post game. Like yo, Dunk, yo, Jake, we want to come on for the post game. That was freaking awesome.
I'm always down, man. Always down. You know that. I tell you that, and I mean it. I mean it when I say it. I'm always down.
I mean,
you text me a link, man. I'm in.
The craziest thing is that I've known all three of you guys for 6 years now, and we've been really good friends. That's the crazy part. It's 6 years right now, but I think this is definitely lifetime stuff right here.
Well,
Jake,
yeah, you're gonna be on ESPN soon, and I'm gonna be stealing all your money.
Rachel Nichols, man.
Man.
Mr. Suave down in the section, man. Look at him.
Cooper.
Oh no.
Cooper.
Come on, this better be how you come in week 1 next year. You better be looking like this week 1.
Shout out my guys, okay?
Oh boy. Hey, that's when he went 85.
Thanks. That was when Duenkel and Leonard Fournette on us.
Duenkel. I jumped down I got yelled at by Mr. Lynn, but that's all right. I jumped off the freaking balcony to come get you. You remember that? 2 days suspension. Not worth it.
Not to keep throwing it back here, but let's throw it back to my senior year of high school basketball season. Every time we had a game, I mean, Jake was on the team. He would know. Dunk would be like, yeah, bro, I'm coming to the game tonight. I don't know if I saw Dunk at one game ever. Don't know if I ever saw Dunk at a game.
So I'll make you feel bad. My senior year, Duenkel and I saw each other every single game, and we actually had a handshake. So he kind of said, screw you.
Dunk. He would literally be like, bro, I got a bunch of homework tonight, but I'm coming tonight. I'm coming. I'll be there. Non-existent. Non-existent.
Can we just toss it back one more time? And you know what, Dunk? I love you to death, bro. But in this, I was probably like near the top of the student section in every football game. And I would you had so much energy on the sideline, man. And I just loved it. But then
we would be turning up in the student section, literally screaming our heads off. And this guy's like, get louder.
Yeah. And the best part is sometimes we would be losing because, Central football, like we had some rough nights. There were some good nights our senior year, especially.
There was some Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl nights when we played.
It would be third quarter, and the game would be out of sight. Like it would be 45-10, and you would still be trying to hype us up to the fullest extent. And I give you props because you were the only one who was fucking going nuts.
He believed.
He did believe. All right, Dunk, I'm going to do this for you. We're making a transition. I'm going to say I can't talk about Tom Brady anymore. He's the GOAT. I mean, it's as simple as that. What else do we have to say about the Super Bowl? Does anyone else have anything else to say? Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. Nothing's going to change that unless Rodgers wins 4 in a row. Pat Mahomes wins 10 or wins 5 more or whatever. Brady's to go.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. I mean, that's what we learned tonight. That's about it.
That's the headline. Yeah.
I think we should talk more about, like, I really think the Browns are going to be something to deal with.
I agree. I agree. The Browns
They
are
have
nice.
the history of sucking. Like, usually they'll have a good year then suck. But there's something different. I don't know. I'm just seeing it with, like, Baker. I think the last stretch of the couple games, especially the playoff, especially against the
I really wish they would have beat the Chiefs, man. It would have been interesting.
Yeah. Do you think
It would
that
have been
division,
interesting.
I mean, obviously with the decline of kind of Mike Tomlin and the Steelers kind of like in a weird spot, do you think that division gets kind of completely revamped? We see the Browns at the top of that division for years
I don't know.
to
I
go.
think the Ravens will be good again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be the Ravens and the Browns, and I think too. Don't sleep on Joe Burrow, man. Don't sleep
Well,
on
I'll
Joe
be
Burrow.
asleep on Joe Burrow because he won't be playing till the middle of next year.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Still recovering.
I mean, I
But
love Joe Burrow. I think he's outstanding. But if I'm the Bengals, man, I don't even know if I play him next year, man. Like, is it even worth it? If he doesn't come in till week 10,
yeah.
are you
No.
really going to
Well, dude,
If he
here's the
comes in
thing.
week 10 and you're sitting at 4-6 or
There's no reason to play.
3-7, are you going to throw him out there?
Jake, who's calling?
Kevin Hine. Hey, watch what you say real quick. Kevin,
I'll hit Silber. Thank you for the comment, boys. Real quick though, I want to say thank you for those kind words, guys. You know that really means a lot. You know, I loved hanging with you guys in high school. It was a lot of fun. You know, me and you, Coop. Obviously, we went on races in the hallway. That
Dunk
shit was
loves that,
fun.
man. He loves that.
Dude, that was definitely awesome. I almost fell over a couple of times.
No, you did fall the one time, bro. He had to sit against the lockers, and he was like, he was struggling one time. He was struggling.
But I mean, boys, I appreciate the love. It definitely means a lot. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Jake, Kramer says you told Super Bowl gear. What does that mean?
so, you know, he did the stupid bet that the Chiefs were going to win.
Yeah.
And I told him, hey, we can void that one. Just buy me the Super Bowl gear then.
Oh,
Simple as that. I told him just give me a
That's the
t-shirt.
that's
There you go.
fine.
It's
That's
cheaper
fine.
for him, and it's something for me. So I said, hey, go for it.
That's fine.
But he also said I have to give him a shout out on the old YouTube. So go follow Max Paul on YouTube, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Go follow Max Paul. He's a guy. And also
Who's
make
Max
sure you guys,
Paul, if you don't mind me asking? Who's Max Paul?
Jake, explain.
He's just this random kid that we found. Like he just like I don't know. Like he found us. That's the weird thing. So on Instagram, he found us, and then we have the link in the bio to our YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And since day one, the dude's literally been like our number one fan.
Shout out Max Paul, man. Shout out Max Paul.
Him and Mangle are like our biggest fans. So
Shout out Max Paul. I'd like
Also-
to say I'm behind those two.
Shout out-
Mike. Shout out.
He
Bro,
told me
zoom in on that hair. Zoom in on that hair. Show
is that
them.
Morgan Wallen, bro?
Show them the hair.
we need Ike. You didn't have to hop in the chat today. But guess what?
Quick
Ike
recap
hopped
of
in the
tonight, by the way. This is a quick recap of tonight. This is what Mahomes had to do.
Dude, he throws from the weirdest positions ever. Off balance, off 1 foot.
Is he okay? You guys think? Because he just did. Like if you looked at
That
him,
last tackle that he
No,
That didn't look good at all. Yeah.
Hey,
Not
yo,
the right.
boys.
he
Hey,
got hit.
Jake.
yes. I can't see it. I can't see it.
51 subscribers.
That's love, bro.
That's what we do here. But no, he just didn't look right. Like I know his toe was messed up, and I know he got bent backwards and all that during the other game. And then during this game, the dude was like a trifle, just went that one time, but he just
Yeah,
did
that one.
Dude, he was like
got hit by like Shaq Barrett,
Dude,
Sue, and
he was a
I don't remember
foldable
who else, but-
table. He was a foldable table from Buffalo tonight.
Uncle.
Buffalo. He's a foldable table from Buffalo.
And then the last sack that he took, he got rocked by Sue. Sue got into him in that last one. My favorite part of this entire game was Tom Brady going after Tyrann Mathieu.
Yes.
That was the best. When Brady ran over to Matthew and got into him. That confuses me on what was said because I don't know
Appreciate
if
you,
I've
brother.
ever seen Brady go at someone like that. He went after him.
So what I saw was for Tyrann Mathieu, so they just got the touchdown. Antonio just got the touchdown. So they're on top of him. And Matthew
Yep.
So then after that, he must have said something, and then he's coming back. Matthew was saying something to Brady, which I don't know why he would say something to Brady. And then Brady's like, hey, fuck this kid. Who is this guy? And then
Brady
just
did not hesitate. He did not hesitate.
seeked out. I was like, damn, all right, Brady, I see you.
Yeah.
All the officials even got in there. They didn't weren't messing around.
Yeah. Hey boys, we just cracked the first hour of the post game / podcast show. I mean, I think we're just more having fun now than anything. Talking a little football, a little basketball.
That's what it's about, man. NFL season's over.
Yeah.
So now
And you know what? The best part
Just
is
a big recap.
best part is now we got basketball and we got a little bit of hockey, and then baseball starts in just 1 month, man.
Dude, Muff, hit about them Blackhawks, man. They're
Hey,
they're
we'll
like,
win in overtime today.
they're like 2 points back from first place, brother. They going off.
Dude, the Blues suck right now.
I mean, dude, they might have found a goalie, dude. In this,
No. Can we not say that, because that was the dumbest thing to do, to trade away or to let go of Crawford, and then he retired, and he said he would have
Good
played
for him,
over
man.
the Blackhawks.
Good for him for retiring, though.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know why they got rid
dude,
of him.
I miss
Good for him for
Crawford, dude.
retiring.
you
I
had the
miss
best.
Crawford.
He was the best shot stopper, arguably the best shot stopper in the NHL. Won you 2 Stanley Cups, and you're like, no, we won't re-sign you for 2 more years like you wanted to on a reduced contract, and then he retired.
And Muff, brother, he balled out against Vegas Golden Knights last playoffs. He played so well in that series. And me and you obviously know how talented Vegas is. Cooper, sorry about your man Alex Petrangelo. I know you were a big fan of his.
Love him.
Going over to the Blues to the Golden Knights. I'm a little more well versed in the hockey world. I've been talking to my boy Dylan Griffin a little more. He's good friend of the show. Max Paul, hold on.
Yes, Max Paul is correct.
Max Paul is right.
Put out a tweet saying that if the game went to overtime, they were giving out free wings to anyone who retweeted the tweet. He's correct.
That's dope.
Max Paul knows his stuff.
Yeah, but
Jay, can you actually explain who Max Paul is? Because he's not some random guy.
No, he's our number one supporter. That's my cousin, man. That's my cousin. He's
good. Shout out Max Paul.
Shout out Max Paul.
But yeah, so we're transitioning from football season. Dunkel and I have been talking about it. We're going to do a lot of basketball and baseball. We got some good guests for baseball, to be honest. We have those lined up. And then Dunkel and I are going to start talking about a little hockey, though. I'm not too big into hockey, but
I got a hockey take for you guys. It has nothing to do with the actual play. Give me your opinion on these jerseys. They are my favorite jerseys I've ever seen. Give me your opinion on this jersey right here.
Dude, those are fire.
Connor Muff. Funny story. I just got 11 of those jerseys that you're holding. I got 11.
Really?
Yes.
The Winter Classic jersey from Notre Dame Stadium.
I'll see you later.
I'll pull up
These
the
are
picture.
my favorite Blackhawks jerseys
Yeah,
ever.
you can't go wrong with those. If you see at the bottom of the cart there, I got 11 of them.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. No, I think actually the Blues jerseys you're talking about, the red.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I was in St. Louis this past weekend.
I also was in St. Louis.
So we were both there. We walked into a Walmart, and a guy was wearing. There were two guys who were rocking that new jersey, and it looked absolutely. It was so cool. I just
That's
like
fire.
the new look of it.
I was down there and I was listening to ESPN Radio, St. Louis ESPN Radio, and everyone on the radio besides one dude, they were just hating on it. I mean, they were saying that they should never wear it again and that they hate the jersey and everything. But I mean, I went to multiple stores and like had it in my hand, and I was like, oh God, this thing is so good looking. That was just my opinion. But I love those Blackhawks Winter Classic jerseys. I think those are outstanding. I want to get more or get into hockey more as well. I mean, I know hockey, but I want to get more into hockey.
Yeah, me too, definitely. Been watching a lot more actually. But let me just respond to this real quick. Brett, I'm doing a live on YouTube tomorrow. I want to do an interview on you. Are you available? Yeah, I'm available tomorrow, anytime after 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Look at this guy. This is a
I'm
busy guy
available.
here. He's got interviews lined up. He's busy.
Got his day set out.
I mean, hey, I'll tell you guys this right now. Hitting over 50 subscribers tonight was awesome. I kind of had the thought going into the day that I kind of wanted, see if we could hit 50 today, and I kind of just like kept it to myself. But now that we actually hit it, it's pretty legit. I'm pretty pumped.
Hey, congrats, man.
Congrats.
It's no small accomplishment.
And Jake,
everyone starts at 0.
And Jake, couldn't have done it without your help on everything, man. I appreciate you so much. You're the GOAT, just like Tom Brady and LeBron James.
Rob Gronkowski, thank you, Brett. Rob Gronkowski is absolutely smashed on live television as we speak right now.
And he should be. He absolutely deserves to be.
Dude, Gronk had a great game tonight. He was a real X factor. I mean, he was.
What's your guys' opinion on Gronk and his future with the Buccaneers?
Well, here's the only thing. The only thing that's going to stop the Buccaneers is the age. Tom Brady's going to be old. Gronk's old. I mean, they're just their best players old. That's really all that's going to stop Tom Brady is his age. Can he stay healthy?
I think I'm not going to be biased on this one. I didn't think the Buccaneers were going to. I didn't think they were going to go to the Super Bowl this year because I just thought everything was against them. Because all these new players had to learn the system. All these new players had to move there. Like, there's a lot of factors. And then, Corona happened. So that's not a small thing. So I didn't think they were going to do anything. Rob was coming out of retirement and, he was kind of messing around with the offseason workouts and all that. And you can still see it right now. Like, he's smaller than he ever was. Like, he's still not as big, which is probably better for him because he got injured a lot. So I think next year, I think the Buccaneers are actually I think they're going to repeat. I think they're actually going to be better next year. Everyone knows the offense. Everyone knows the schemes, and their chemistry is better. So I'm optimistic for a comeback or not a comeback, but like a.
They definitely could. Yeah, they definitely. I think that they'll be a top 3 team, top 4 team all year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Yes, it was.
I mean, okay, so guys, let me be real here, because I know that a lot of you guys will automatically think, Duenkel, you're gonna say Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT because you're a biased fan, all that, yeah, here and there.
You are.
I mean, I'm a biased fan when it comes to LeBron James. I'll tell you the truth right now. I think that man deserves to be MVP every single year. I think he deserves to be considered the greatest player of all time. A lot of people don't, a.k.a. Skip Bayless. I hate Skip Bayless. He's a troll, and he's a freaking LeBron hater. Put that out there. I mean, he's also Muff. I'll give you credit on this, man. I like a lot of Cowboy fans, and you're one of the Cowboy fans that I like because you're not an idiotic Cowboy fan.
That's a lot to say.
I appreciate that, Dunk. I don't.
I wish that would have went the other way. I wish you would have been like, what, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
But see, Coop, here's the thing, man, is anytime we have people on this show, you gotta be respectful. You gotta hype them up. All the above. No, I'm not.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's just kissing up to you because you're on the show.
Muff. You know it's all love, brother. Like little Dirk. It's all love. Yeah, it's all love.
That's not what you were saying earlier.
Hey, I would say all four of us have showed respect. Jake's the biggest Tom Brady fan, and all of us have said nothing but good things about Mr. Tom.
I know this is a little aside, but the Glazer family owns the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they also own this club behind me, Manchester United. So hopefully they use some of their profits and buy players for us next summer.
I hope they don't dare touch Manchester United. Leave it exactly how they are.
But yeah, Doug. No, all love here in this podcast.
Muff, you also got them fire beats back on. I like it, man. I like
This
it.
guy
You
loves it.
are on the beat, man. We should maybe get a sponsor, Beats by Dr. Dre, man.
Dude, I mean, hey, I'll tell you this. I'm thinking about sending an email out to Ice Mountain, San Pellegrino. I was drinking that earlier. Heck, we need to get
Let me see if I got Ice Mountain. Hold on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go, yo. Got a big truck from Walmart.
Ice Mountain gang, Muff. Ice Mountain gang.
I'm more of a
Hey, so
Piggly Wiggly kind of guy.
How about this Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose just got traded to the Knicks not too long ago.
I just saw that. Yeah.
I mean, what was that? That was a head scratcher for sure.
So they
Didn't
got
make
Dennis
Didn't
Jr.
make sense.
I
So
mean,
they got Jr. is in return. So it's like I think you're just almost like swapping players, but I don't understand it for the Knicks. The Knicks were doing pretty decent without I don't really think they should have messed with anything, but
I don't know.
I'm not a GM, so what do I know?
Exactly. Well, here's the thing with the Knicks. You know you're not going to really be any type of a threat. So what? Personally, I would just keep Dennis Smith Jr. He's younger. Let him develop. Who knows? I don't know. That was a weird one.
They weren't playing him though, Coop.
The respect thing for trade Derrick Rose to a contender. Like you think Derrick Rose is sitting in there saying, "Man, I want to go to the Knicks. Man, send me to the Knicks." Like, at least trade him to the Jazz, the Lakers, the Clippers. I mean, trade him to a contender. I get maybe you don't want to trade him to the Nets, the Bucks. Trade him. I don't know. That was weird to me, personally.
True. And then another rumor that just happened today is that the 76ers are leaning towards Zach LaVine and requiring him. So
that'd be a really good pickup for them.
Zach LaVine's in a situation right now.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I think Philly's a really interesting team because I think they finally figured out that, like, Simmons and Embiid are post players. Like, they don't work in the perimeter. So you surround the guy with a bunch of shooters, guys that, some guys that have the shooter facilitation ability, also pretty decent defenders. I think I love what Daryl Morey is doing in Philly. I honestly would have loved to see them find a way to get James Harden instead of the freaking Nets. But you know what? LeBron James will take care of them because, Kyrie's a little Kyrie's something, man.
Nets aren't making the finals. You heard it here first. They are making the finals.
I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, though. I love what Kyrie's doing off the court. He's doing some great things. But just on the court, I think.
Hey, no offense, but everything he's doing off the court doesn't help their defense. They are the worst defensive team in the league. Yep. And I'm not just saying that. The numbers back it up.
They shut out.
The worst. They gave up 149 points to the Cavaliers in regulation.
Yeah.
Shout out to Colin Sexton, though. That dude's a little
dog. Dog. Sexton is a monster.
Dude, Zach Kramer video tomorrow.
Zach Kramer shouted himself out in the chat, everyone.
Hey, no shout-outs, man. No shout-outs.
Tomorrow is spelled with an O, but I like the K.
Sorry.
But boys, I gotta head out soon. It's getting late, and I gotta be up early tomorrow. Back on that school grind. But I absolutely loved being on the podcast. Dunk, this is awesome. I'm happy that you hit 50 subscribers, man. I'm really happy for you.
Congrats on that.
Love talking to my guy Jake Mueller and my guy Cooper.
Shout out, for the shout out to Kramer calling him out.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah, for real, Dunk. Just let me know. We can hop on this. And the next time we do it, we can do an NBA show. We can do MLB, NHL. Let me know. I'm ready.
Man. I think now that football season's winding down, I think we're gonna be doing a lot more things. Maybe trying some new stuff out.
Hey, NBA's hot right now, man. Get in the NBA.
NBA, NHL,
NFL
MLB.
draft. You need some hot takes. I already made one tonight. Probably is wrong.
Connor probably thinks Trevor Lawrence is going to fall to the Cowboys.
And also, guys, we're starting up kind of like a mini podcast series type deal. So I might ask you guys to just be on one of those real quick, drop a hot take, something like that. Muff, I know you were talking about dropping hot takes, man. That's what we're gonna do on the mini podcast, kind of summary of news, maybe some breaking news, hot takes. Anything, questions from, if we get asked questions, because we get questions here and there, but Muff, I greatly appreciate you today, man. You have spent a lot of time with us today. Pretty much looking at probably like an hour and 40 minutes.
Loved every second of it, man. Appreciate you having me on. Appreciate all the hard work you and the Mule Man are putting in. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love. Hey, Muff, good luck tomorrow, man, with the school. Get back on that grind.
Sure.
Keep working on that volleyball, man. I know you the GOAT. But keep striving for greatness.
Oh, thank you, man.
My reason for having to go isn't as cool. My computer's at 3%. My computer will die here soon. I'm sorry. My reason isn't as cool as Connor's.
Hey, it's all right, Cooper. But I appreciate you guys spending some time with us. Me and Jake are gonna sit here and talk for a little bit, close out the show, all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys and all the love and support you've given us. And looking back on all the throwback stuff as well was a ton of fun tonight. Looking back on our days in high school at Central, looking back even, just all the fun times we've had. And I love you guys and can't wait to talk to you guys all again soon. And keep being safe. I want you guys to keep staying healthy, keep staying safe. And Coop, keep striving for greatness, brother.
Yeah, you too. Always, man. Appreciate it. We'll always support.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna give you some deuces like Travis or like Tyreek Hill got tonight. That was
oh, Antoine Winfield gave him
you gave him
right in the face.
Yep.
All right, boys. Y'all have a good night. Jake Mueller. 50 subscribers, man. We're over 50 subscribers. Jake, we've been live, like we're closing in on like the 4-hour mark of being live today.
Yeah.
We've put in a lot of good work and I think it's really paid off for us. We gained about like 6 or 7 subscribers today, gained a lot of views. I know I sent you the numbers earlier, but Jake, couldn't have done it without you, man. We're gonna keep grinding because why would we stop now?
Exactly, but no, man, it's definitely exciting, and I'm glad the hard work was people are noticing, so that's awesome. But shout out to Cooper, shout out to Connor. They are great people. I've known them for a very long time.
Yeah.
Especially everyone in the chat in here. Everybody's pretty good. I got people texting me that are watching. Some really good friends, really good family members too. So shout out to all of them to support and stuff. It's really fun. We're definitely. So the podcast is probably going to switch more towards baseball and basketball and hockey, as well as like breaking news and stuff like that, like free agency and draft.
Yeah.
Because football's football. That's America, man. So we can't shy away from that. There's always going to be news. Social media is going to be up to date 100% no matter what. So I'm excited to see the next chapter because this is like that was like season 1. Now we're going to season 2, which is like the spring sports and that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And like you said, you mentioned on the clip-its of a podcast or just like funny things. Duenkel and I have talked about it before, which is an idea we've never really brought to the public is we find them funny and entertaining is like sometimes if one of us were to go out in public and get a survey, start asking questions, get the reactions online and stuff, or just get family members and friends. Like, just have fun with it. That's all this channel is for. And I'm having pretty fun with it. I don't know about you, Big Dunk. I know you are. I'm not even gonna ask that, but
Jake, this Sunday show, man, I'm gonna be honest. When me and you get on here every week and talk football, it is my favorite thing to do every single week. Without a doubt, without question, it is literally my favorite thing to do. Nothing else tops it, and I don't think anything else really will top it anytime soon. I think this season we started kind of in mid-season. I believe our first Sunday show was like week 9 or week 10, and we've continued that all the way through the Super Bowl. And I think next season is another opportunity for us to build on the success that we've grown this year from the Sunday shows. I mean, Cooper talked about it. He said he loves the Sunday shows. I know a lot of people do. And I think it says something when we start a post-game show after the Super Bowl and we have 11, 12, 13 people in here for a long period of time. We have people calling in. We have people commenting. Max Paul, you guys are seriously entertaining and funny and such a good podcast. I mean, it. Go ahead. Jim. Go ahead. But it's awesome to see the support. I mean, when we hopped on this live, I was kind of thinking, all right, we'll be on here 30, 40 minutes talking, and it's like we hit the 30, 40 minute mark, and I wasn't even thinking about stopping it or slowing it down. And we had a lot of fun, and it was a lot of great people. And I had people texting me as well, answering texts during the podcast and stuff like that. And, Jake, I think that, your boy Tom winning it, it was awesome.
I'm excited. I'm not like being a sourpuss about it. Like, I'm definitely excited for Tom, but I just wish the game was better. I don't know if that's just because I like competition or whatever, but I just wish the game was better. I wish it was closer.
Right.
But hey, a win's a win. Tom's got a 7th. I'm happy about it. By the way, check your phone real quick.
Hey, Jake, you have the link, so you can just copy it. And
oh yeah, no, I just wanted to double check with you.
Who's Mac? Who's Mac? Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Max Paul, let's do it.
Oh hell yeah.
But no, I'm definitely excited. Tom Brady's the first. I don't know if it's just quarterback, but he's the first player to win Super Bowl in both conferences. I'm gonna say that as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna add more to his legacy. Rob Gronkowski was the first player to catch a pass in 5 Super Bowls. They're just pulling up the weird random facts right now. Rob had a pretty funny press conference, as everyone would know. I'm glad I saw Rob and Tom hook up in the first quarter, get that touchdown right out of the gate. Like,
well, and Jake, that's the crazy thing though is Tom had not scored a touchdown in the first quarter, and of course his first pass in the first quarter to go for a touchdown had to be for Rob Gronkowski. Tyler Silver, the answer to your question. So, Brett, when you turn 21, you're gonna have blank podcast. No, we will not be doing that. We'll do our normal podcast. I think it's fun to just kind of keep it legit, keep it clean, all that good stuff. The GOAT is currently connecting right now, and the GOAT is currently in the building.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in Max.
Yes,
the GOAT.
sir.
I mean, hey, if Max Paul is a friend of the show, he's a fan of the show.
Hey,
he's the GOAT.
Guns, bro. Show them guns. Oh, that's definitely my family member right there. Hey, this is the first time on the podcast, all right? So make sure you keep it clean. But
I got you.
Hey, this little turd over here, this little turd texts me. There's like 13 minutes probably left in that game. He goes, "Hey man, he just won his 7th." I said, "You better knock on some damn wood, dude, right?"
I know it, dude. I knew it.
Dude, you're cockier than me on that one. I literally was about to say, "Hey, watch that mouth," because Mahomes is gonna come back, man.
Nah, Mahomes was a trifled out there, dude. He was getting collapsed, literally.
So
Hey.
Max, man, I wanna ask you because it's your first time on the podcast. How have you liked what we've been doing so far? What's
Dude,
what's the best thing that we've done so far? Would you say it's the Sunday show? That's what a lot of people
I
tell
would
me.
say it's the Sunday show, just the hype it brings to watch the football.
Sir.
You just get that, and then also the podcast off the streams. They're so good. I watch every one of them.
Hey, Max, this is a real question. How bad did you want Tom Brady to kick the Honey Badger's ass right on television?
Dude, I wanted him to just start throwing hands, bro. I want boy, he gets
Knock him
freaking
out.
kicked out of the game. He's still getting that ring.
Dude, he's got a full hand
Full
and
hand.
some. Dude, I just wanted to see a little Mayweather action out there.
He's gonna have 8.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jake, but I feel like that was kind of more Conor McGregor action, my boy.
Conor McGregor, little serpentine on him, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
man, who knows? But hey, a win's a win. We'll take it. Now, hey, why do you got the red light on? You know, Owen had the red light on before. Are you doing the red silhouette challenge too, Max, on TikTok?
You know, you got the red jersey on, so I'm gonna have the red light on.
I'm just, I was wondering. You know, you didn't have to personally come at me like that, man. I'm a
I
homeowner.
was trying to put on white. No, that's boring.
Oh, so what? My lighting's bad?
Yeah.
You said our light, really, Max? Come on, man.
Ugh.
But Max, man. So, dude, I mean, it's currently 11. We're still going strong. Been live for about an hour and 26 minutes now. Closing in on 4 hours of total lives for the day. Me and Jake Mueller are out here. Max, I will say, man, I do appreciate the support. Every video I see you commenting.
Got you, bro.
Every live I see you commenting. I see you commenting on our
I see
post
that
on
noti.
IG.
I'm up. I'm in.
Hey, don't give him too much because this is what I get during the podcast, all right? What the fuck did you just do? Bro, stop doing volleyball moves. Brady's about to take the dub. Bro, stop. What are you doing? Stop it. The whole time. So I don't want to hear, oh my God, Max, you're such an amazing person. Oh my God. No, bro. Dude, no. It's the set, the pump, and the spike.
No,
That is volleyball 101. You obviously have never played before. You're an amateur, as I am pro.
I'm goated.
Bro, you can't just come in here with the name GOAT. The GOAT.
I mean, honestly, Max Paw is the GOAT, Jake. He's like
at what?
Like, dude, he's like Duenkel Productions' #1 fan, dude. Like, without a doubt.
I think my mom is.
There you go.
Susan, definitely. Susan was in here
Tom
today.
Brady.
She was commenting.
Hey, I did make a bet with this little dude though. I did say if Tom Brady were to win,
yes,
too.
dude.
What's the bet?
Tom Brady.
What's the bet, Max? Let's hear it.
He's getting a tattoo, left cheek.
Yeah.
Who?
I think they would do it this year.
Wait, who?
Jake. He's getting Tom Brady.
Where?
Anywhere.
Is it gonna be his face or like 12?
The number 12, probably. That Super Bowl sucked. Yeah, it did, Dylan Griffin. It was not a good Super Bowl. This Super Bowl reminded me of the Seahawks versus Broncos Super Bowl like 6 years ago.
Facts.
It sucked.
Dude, I thought this was gonna be a great game. I mean, I'll tell you this though, I really underestimated the loss of the Kansas City offensive lineman. I really underestimated that. Like, I just thought that it's Mahomes, and he can overcome pretty much anything. But credit to Tom, credit to that team. They played their asses off, and they went crazy.
They did.
I mean, hey,
Max, what'd you think of the halftime show, man?
Oh, it sucked.
Where was $7 million used? I didn't see $7 million
He
with a stop.
I'm using $7 million of my own money to make this the best. This man was dancing in a light room full of light bulbs. It was so not,
Wait, hold on. Let me do it real quick.
I want to see some J-Lo and Shakira. You know what I mean?
Let me do the halftime show real quick.
I
was, bro. What you talking about?
Bro, people were roasting him, like, during the halftime show.
Sports Center's roasting him. You got to be dumb if you're getting roasted by Sports Center.
I sent it to you, Jake, on Instagram. It was like me thinking I wasn't drunk last night, looking at the security cameras last night, and it was him like. It was so funny.
Man, those Ring doorbells will get you though. But no, dude, it was so bad. I was actually excited for this one. I thought, oh, okay, with the weekend, he's got some music. He's got this like plot thing. Oh, I'm spending $7 million tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, let's see some cool stuff. Man,
dude. Wait, I thought his plastic surgery was real or whatever.
No, Bo.
Dude, he scared
No,
me.
Bo.
He looks scary.
No.
Nah, I'd rather have some Shakira. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, we'll talk about that on a different podcast. Right? But let's see. We got T Sibs in the chat going, go crazy then, Jake. I do go a little crazy.
Jake, I don't know if you realize this, but we've probably been constantly at 6 views for like probably the past 40 minutes. Like,
we're entertaining. Hold on. Dylan Griffin just said, not gonna lie, I didn't even watch it, but I put out a banger tweet and it only got 6 likes, so I'm pissed. Well, maybe it wasn't that good. One.
Jake, do you have a Twitter?
Oh, there's the chat. There we go.
No, I got rid of it.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because literally on every post I do on Twitter, I always have to say Jake Mueller. So I was wondering if you had a Twitter, then I would start tagging you. I tagged Max Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I tagged him.
No, don't
I'll
tag
also tag him later. Max. Max. I tagged you on our IG page, bro.
Hey,
I did tag you.
Bro. Thank you.
Bro, talk to me when you're over 6 feet tall.
You know, I'm getting there, bro. I'm 5'9". All right.
Stretch.
Yeah, Jake.
Planet.
Nah. With high heels, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, oh my God. And with makeup, I'm Zac Efron.
Okay.
Who do you think you are? Oh, now you put it to Tom Brady. All right, I see you. You know, some people say that I'm his lost son.
You make out with me?
Hey, what'd you say? What'd you just say? That's what I thought. I mean, you've seen me throw the football around before me. Look at that arm.
Okay.
It could be. I could be, man.
Look at volleyball, Jake. Come on now.
Oh. Jake is 5'5". Yeah.
Speaking the truth out here.
Had to do it to someone. But no. Let's see. What else? All right.
Hey, Jake, can we take a look at our polls that we did?
Dude, those were so backwards from what actually happened.
Right. Right. That's why I want to look at it.
But here's the thing. This is the really weird thing about the polls.
Max, did you vote on every poll, bro?
I did.
Hey, what did you have? Heads or tails for the coin toss?
Oh, I had heads all day.
Me too, bro. Damn me up.
I had heads.
Virtual that.
All right, coin toss was 50-50 split. All right.
That's
Who
fair.
was going to have more passing yards was Mahomes. I don't know who ended up with more.
I think it was Brady.
Okay. I don't know the garbage time, so I don't know the stats yet. Most combined yards was Hill, Kelsey, or Evans and Godwin. 85%. 85% for Hill and Kelsey. First TD was to the Buccaneers, and the public got it right. There we go. See, we don't have dumb fans here.
Chiefs didn't even get a touchdown, so.
That is true. Hey, more receiving yards, Kelsey or Gronk. I think it was Kelsey. Kelsey had like 130 yards for like 10 receptions or something like that.
Yeah.
And then who was there going to be a defensive touchdown? No, the public got that right. And then who are you rooting for? It was split 50-50. So that's pretty cool. And then who like MVP? So it was either Mahomes, Brady, or other. Brady won by. So it was 3 for Mahomes, 7 for Brady, 5 for other. I was actually one of the voters for other,
right?
Because it's always going to like a skill player usually if it's this type of Super Bowl, because like high up Super Bowl. Oh, here we go. So this is so the big commotion where you almost saw MMA Brady. All right, you almost saw it. This is what happened. Quoted from Honey Badger. This is what he said, Tyrann Mathieu. This is what he tweeted. He called me something I won't repeat, but yeah, I'll let all the media throw me under the bus as if I did something or said something to him. Go back to my previous games against TB12. I showed him nothing but respect. Look at my interviews about him. I show grace. hey, I don't know if what he said or what you did to his player. You kind of held him by the neck. I wasn't there. I was obviously here in Wisconsin, so I'm not going to get into it. More will come out. That's his side of the story, his take. We'll live with
Well,
it.
and here's the thing too, is that the Honey Badger, I mean, I agree with what he said about showing Brady respect. He's always shown high respect for Tom Brady in all of his interviews, especially after the 2018 game. So yeah, it's an interesting situation, and obviously we'll get more information on that as the days start to go
There was a
into.
streaker in today's football game. There was a streaker. Hold on, wait for it. Watch this man run. People are saying he got more yards than the Chiefs offense.
That's funny.
You see that slide? That's baseball quality. He must be MLB, bro. That's pretty nice. Oh. Corvette. Hop in the jet like that.
You know,
Walk
Tom,
like that.
let him.
Talk like that. Walk like that. Talk like that. Walk like that.
Hey, Max Paul, should we over here at Duenkel Productions start up a TikTok?
No.
Do it. Come on, bro. Jake is like, I've seen his TikToks. They're a little, more PG or non-PG. But, hey,
Oh,
we can, dude, I say you do it, honestly. It would,
Dude, I'll do
who knows? You might blow up. You might get your channel like 10 million followers. Who knows? Dude, Tom Brady might see you. You never know.
He does have a TikTok. I comment on it all the time.
Jake, you could try avocado ice cream on the TikTok for the boys.
I'll do it for the boys. I'll make some for the boys, and I'll eat it. It's probably dog. It's probably absolute dog crap. Tyler Simmons, no in the chat. Dude, sorry, T Sims had to do it, man.
Oh, wait.
Sibs, how many O's you got there, bud?
Enough to make me feel embarrassed about myself. So that's all that matters.
But Max, do you have any questions for the boys, man? Before we call it a night.
Not really. I was just chilling, watching, the people talk on the interviews, and then I was like, or Jake sent me a link, and I was like, oh crap, that.
Hey, who's your favorite guest so far? You've said you like them all, but can you name one that's your favorite?
Coop, he has a vibe. He's a vibe. I like him.
He does have a vibe.
I agree.
I like Andrew too, though. Andrew's a dude.
He's
like
a good guy.
Andrew's a dude, yeah.
All of them are good. All of them are great.
Max, who, in your opinion, when do you think we hit 100 subscribers?
I mean, so if you do start a TikTok and you get a little, you're growing on there, I say maybe a month and a half.
Okay.
Maybe closer. Depends.
Max, I love the confidence you have in us, and I appreciate you for coming on with us, Max. It's really
thank you for having me.
Oh, hey. T-Sim's comment here.
Just Jackson Mahomes. Hey, that's a vibe though. What do you mean, Tyler? What do you mean? I'm just playing.
Patrick Mahomes got to go to his brother and a defeat on Super Bowl. A bad night.
Oh, baby. Hey, we had some great guests. We started off the day with John Marquensky. Then we hit it up with, was it Andrew after that?
Yeah.
Then we hit it up with Andrew. We had Burbach. We had Goldstein. We had Zach Brazawa. Then we had Cooper. And then we had Max. And then we had Connor.
We had David Schmalk in there.
David. How could I forget about D. Schmelk?
Owen. You had Owen.
Owen for a little bit, which was out of ordinary, but we love Owen. I played basketball with him one time. It was pretty cool.
Right.
And then everybody in the chat.
I mean, dude, here's the thing, though. Jake, let me ask you this: who is your favorite guest of today? I mean, for the let's do the first show.
Jake, I know where you live.
Because I think we can all agree that for the post game, I mean, it's got to be Max Paul, man. He's the biggest fan out there.
Thank you.
But for the first show, Jake, who would you say was the best guest that we've had in the first show today?
Tom Brady, man, 100%. When Tom Brady was on the show, that was one of the That was one of the coolest moments of my life. If you haven't checked it, it was our last podcast. Make sure you check it out. Tom Brady makes a surprise guest. It was like pretty cool. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Jake, actually.
No, I don't have a favorite. I like everybody on here, and we got a lot of new people. That's the cool thing. New people, and they're hitting us up to come on, and I think that's pretty cool. So
Well, dude, it's really
up on the Instagram or just Snapchat me.
Well, Jake, it's funny too because literally we had one returning guest today from Championship Sunday over here at Duenkel Productions. We've had Max Paul, obviously Jake's favorite cousin. We've had,
cousin.
Nah.
I don't know how Max Paul is not first. I mean, if Max Paul was my cousin, he would be up there, man.
He knows who my
Take
favorite
notes,
cousin.
Jake. Dunkles knows what he's talking about. He knows.
Yeah, man.
Max is my favorite cousins, man.
But Jake, I completely agree with you. We've had some great guests today. I can't really pick a favorite. I will say, though, I think all of our conversations were good. All of them were unique. I will say I think my favorite conversation today was definitely in the first show, that's for sure. Goldstein, Burbach, and Brzawa. That was definitely very energetic. Max, I don't know if you were in here when that was going down, but it was insane.
Yeah, I was in there. I was like, oh, shit.
Dude.
Oh, Leo. Leo was my favorite guest.
Dude, Leo's a goat.
Leo.
Dude, I came in here after winning the Super Bowl. I had to run across. My feet were cold. Ooh, were they cold? And I literally was like, He comes in. We celebrated. Simple as that. He was jumping all over me. I was like, dude, we just won the Super Bowl, guys. I know I've been watching it.
That's awesome. So, Jake, how long are you watching your neighbor's dog for, man?
It's undisclosed information.
All right. That's
I
fine.
would not trust Jake with my house, dude.
Oh, my. Okay, shut up. We're off of this. Hey, we're off of this. Hey, shout out to Michael Irvin, though. That man was a lone wolf today saying that Buccaneers were going to win. He even gave the lone wolf cry, bro.
Hey, Max.
Oh, wait, we had Kramer on the show, too. We had Kramer.
We did.
Oh, we did.
Hey, we already shout Kramer out enough, though. He's promoting in there. I seen it.
Yeah, he's been talking too much about it.
Max, we were telling people to subscribe to you too, man. I don't know if you caught that, but love what you're doing, man. You're the GOAT, definitely. But Max, something we do over here on Duenkel Productions is instead of It's Magic, we seen Fitz Magic. I would like to hear a little Fitz Magic from you, my boy.
Oh, Fitz Magic.
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, Max, come on, you gotta do it one time.
Nah.
One time.
Jake's favorite cousin.
Nah.
Max.
Hey,
Max,
I am.
Max, one time for the one time.
Nah, I can't.
Can I get a bear down at least? A bear down, and then we'll end it on that.
Bear down.
Bear down.
All right. How about
2, 3.
$20.
What the? All right, we're done. That was the dumbest.
Max, appreciate you, man. Me and Jake are about to close it out, and we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Appreciate the love and support. All love, brother. All love, brother. Jake Mueller.
Hey, I'm still getting text messages about this game. People are just salty about it. Some people are happy. Some people are salty. Hey, you know what I say to that? I'm just kidding.
Jake, man.
I've been respectful.
We put in another hour and 40 minutes worth of work today. I think it's time to call it a day, man. Jake, I appreciate you for riding with me this season of the NFL, talking football. I cannot wait for next season. It's going to be legendary. Every Sunday show. Weeks 1 all the way up to the Super Bowl. Like Tyler Silver says, for the boys.
I need a haircut. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna give myself a haircut.
Dude, I got one the other day, man. It's kind of looking. Dude, I don't understand, Jake. Okay, so we'll end it here, but
we can talk. I can talk after. It's all right.
We'll end it here. But we appreciate you guys so much for hanging with us.
I want T-Sibs on in this one of these times.
For sure. We got to get Sims. But I appreciate everyone for all the support today. We've had about 4 hours and 15 minutes worth of content for you guys today. And I think it really showed in our viewership, our watch time, our subscriber counts have all been going through the roof lately. We greatly appreciate it. Great guest today. Started the day with John Markwetsky, ended it with Max Paw. I mean, that's many great guests in between. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Stay tuned for some more podcast episodes next week. Me and Jake Mueller will obviously be doing one where we take an in-depth breakdown of the Super Bowl this week. We'll be talking about that. Also, Brady and Mahomes' legacy, how they were impacted today. But, Jake, any last words before we end the broadcast and we can talk after?
Thank you for watching. Be safe. Love y'all. Is from T-Sibs. Shout out to T-Sibs. Good friend of mine. Good guy. 100%. Check us out. Subscribe. Make sure you share the channel. We're going to hit 100 subscribers according to Max in about a month and a half. So check it out. Oh, my God. I got to piss like a racehorse.